Recording in progress. Peace, 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 and love. Ooh, let's not do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be in my DMs here soon, and I appreciate everybody's patience. Trust me, gratitude. Super, super, super. Gratitude. However, um, today's class for recording purposes is going to be, I would call it unlearning to relearn really quickly and leaving fear to become profitable, right? The reason I'm naming that class that is because one, a lot of people need to unlearn to relearn. Coming into a Discord, not even this Discord, right? Any Discord, right? That's the kind of person that I am, right? I'm going to tell you all the whole entire opportunity, not just being here in our family, right? So you're going to have to unlearn to relearn. And I'll explain that here in a second. Leaving fear and becoming profitable, that is also coming from leaving the state of mind that you're currently in, right, to become profitable. I know how scary it can be to leave a state of mind that you're so used to, and your ego is just so used to these repetitive acts and habits and things of that nature, whether we're trying our best or doing, rather me say, doing our best to get out of certain practices, right? And enter into a more healthier practice for ourselves. So that's what this class is gonna entail about, however, with financial literacy and Discord, right? So yes, I will be specifically talking on our Discord. However, there's hundreds of thousands of discourse out there, and you guys are in plenty of discourse. So you can not only apply this here, however, you can also apply this wherever you guys are at, right? So first things first, the reason I'm saying unlearn to relearn is because before I start to tell you how to become profitable, I need you to really hone into this and digest this, right? And meditate with it. I love you guys. I love anyone that I'm educating, right? I have love in my heart. However, it's important to tell someone things that are going to hinder them and as well as things that is going to catapult them to the next level, right? So when you're coming into any Discord, yes, right? Everybody wants to earn and learn. That's something great. However, when you're earning and learning, you have to do that on your own time, right? Or you won't be able to see, I wouldn't say profitability, the opportunities that the market is not the opportunities, but the execution on the opportunities that you've taken in this market, right? I'll go into the chat here in a second. And what I mean by that is if you're coming into a Discord, if you're coming into this Discord and you want to learn, right? This is a learning hub. You will be able to learn. However, you're going to have to give yourself mercy, right? I can help you become profitable in 1 week with just this one strategy, right? However, if you don't follow it, you will not become profitable. And I promise you that. The reason why is because you're going to have to master yourself. And when I say master yourself, is once I tell you what to do, the hardest thing that's going to be is, hey, can I not do this anymore? Or can I not do that anymore? You know what I'm saying? And I have faith that everybody is able to do that, right? I've helped other people do that as well. So can I go through this Discord? Absolutely. It's pretty self-explanatory on things of that nature, right? So one of the first things that you want to do when you come into our Discord is at least know the beginner stuff, meaning how to put money into your brokerage, things of that nature. If you don't know how to, reach out, open up a support ticket, right? The support tickets are up here in the main, doop, 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 I believe. Yep, it's up here in the main thing right here. Main info, right? Right at the bottom. Support ticket. Open up a support ticket and someone will be there to be able to help you and navigate you and even get on a one-on-one if we need to, right? And it's not a paid one-on-one, just to get you jump started, right? However, once you've got money in your brokerage and things of that nature, you know how to buy and sell, how to get a contract, whatever the case may be, right? In the option market and as well in the futures market, right? Looking at Moody's channel, you want to go ahead and look at only futures and options, right? When something populates there. However, where you're going to find your home at is going to be right here under signals, right? So what I mean by this is one thing that you're going to have to do is have grace on yourself and choose an individual, right? You have Zay to choose from. You also have BW, right? And you also have DD Trades and Ava. and pastor. However, you can utilize all of them. I'm going to show you how to though, right? So for one, let's just say Monday at Rise, right? It's 9:30. The market's about to open. What I would tell you is being in a Discord like this, I would not be looking at the market by myself trying to find a play. And now, if you know exactly what you're doing and you know, because you can't lie to yourself, you're profitable, you've been cashing out of this market, that's something completely different, right? I would tell you jump on the live trading, right? There's 5 days of live trading. That's one of the first things you want to do. Why would you want to jump into this market by yourself, right? I will literally load up my account and you already know he's going to be trading SPY, and he also trades futures for the ones that's trading futures. For the ones that trading SPY, load up your account. You should already know how many contracts you should buy. What I would tell you is you got to leave the fear now. This is where it's going to become a little scary, but it's not scary. Run straight into the unknown. Whether I'm live trading or Pastor's live trading, you can see our success, and it's proven by years, right? Not by months and days, but by years. And you can see out of the weeks, we're always coming out of the market green, right? So give yourself the opportunity. I'm not saying load up and just go heavy, right? If you're buying one contract, maybe go ahead and just get you two contracts. And when you hear him say scale, you take one out and you just hold till he gets completely out the trade, or you get out when he says scale again, right? Just follow exactly what the analyst is doing. So that's for live trading in itself. I don't want to be long-winded on it, right? So anybody getting up on the rise and getting onto the live trading should be already knowing their positioning size, already having SPY up, right? He trades calls and puts. So you could be asking him if you got on late, hey, are we looking at calls or are we looking at puts? Boom, that's what we're looking at. All right, amazing. He could be buying a certain strike price. What I would tell you is you don't have to buy the same strike price that he's buying. Don't go too far out though. Whatever strike price he's buying, you could go one above it. Now, if you got that bread, you could go one below it and compound your interest a little bit more, right? And as well, if it's SPY, you could go two above it. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm gonna tell you is if you're buying one contract, don't go too above and buy one contract because the Greeks aren't gonna pay you as much, right? They're still gonna pay pretty decently, but not as much. So if you compound your interest, you'll start to see where it's like, oh wow, I'm actually making way more than I would have thought I was making, right? Compounding your interest is buying multiple contracts, right? Anywhere between 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, right? I would tell you if you're not used to buying that many contracts, don't just jump over to 5 too quickly. Work your way into it, right? And that's just live trading, right? Let's say you're done live trading and things of that nature. And also, let me mention that this is also on a separate account that you will not be trading, right? Because then you will not see the success. You know what I'm saying? Because then you may take a couple of trades on your end or something of that nature, and it was just a bad percentage that it went down. Now you cut, so you gave back what you made. You know what I'm saying? That can be eating at you, right? So this is an account that you're specifically utilizing to grow your account, right? And I promise you, if you do this at least for 2 weeks, you will see it. If you do this for 2 months, you're gonna ball out, especially if you do at least 5 a day with us. You know what I'm saying? That's 12,500 by the end of the month, right? Well over 20,000 by the end of the second month, right? And that's all your money, whether it's futures or options, you'll be able to cash it out. So now when it comes to options as well, you have Zay here, right? Let me just go ahead and click on Zay real quick, right? And Zay is not out here putting out 20, 30,000 plays or even 5 plays a day, right? So that can now show you a little bit of risk management, right? So if you need a one-on-one just to like get a good understanding, you don't even need a one-on-one. Just ask the question here. Hey, Moody, what do you think? Should I be following this person? But if you need that one-on-one, just ask for it. However, long story short, just from the 3 messages that I've missed already, we can see under come back and give us a 200% banger, right? He's at 54% and he's, I'm swinging these bad boys. You know what I'm saying? And if you go up, I can't really see. He'll let you know if he's losing on something or he'll get out of it and let you know, hey, this one didn't go fairly well for us or whatever the case may be. But if you just stick with him, you'll see how your account grows. And by the end of the week, you'll see what you're up by, right? And he's literally only taking maybe 4 trays out of the week, 5 trays out of the week, right? Showing you where you don't have to have so much money, right? Look, he's bought one contract, right? Average cost at 178, now is at 296, $118. Let's go ahead and get some money, You know what I'm saying? You could have bought some more, and he's probably been trimming away out of these spies. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that you got to keep in mind. Now I'm gonna bring you over here to DD trades because he also trades options, right? Now, if you've just specifically been following DD trades, you will fall into a very, very great heavy discipline. Meaning, right? You see, it's the ninth. It's September the 9th. Today is September the 15th, September the 9th. We can go up and you will not see not one trade being called yet. He called about two, possibly three trades. He was watching one, called one since September opened up and barely was putting anything out and made sure to put out a beautiful watch list for you guys to be able to be looking at towards the end of August, right? And the reason I'm saying that is because he's a very bullish trader. He does not short the market. He does not buy puts. I'm a very bullish trader too, but I still short the market, right? However, he's not. And I've done this plenty of times for other people, but you can scroll up and you will see even from here, our Monero swing 92 call, they got it at 88 bucks, right? You could have bought multiple contracts or just one contract, and they're now sitting at 155, 77% up. Regardless of the fact, you can literally, this is called back testing, right? Why would you want to go back test something on a chart that you still are so afraid of, right? When I began to back test, I was so confident in what I was doing and started to find the things that I needed to find, didn't know I was finding it because I was confident at that, right? When you're not as confident doing something, whether you're passionate at it, you're going to mess up more than likely. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you're doing it with fear. You know what I'm saying? And everybody understands that because you know when you're in your flow in whatever you like, right? You know, I had to understand myself, um, like the wealth mindset and the wealth journey, meaning the wealth ability as well, where it's like we're all capable of having this abundance. Hey man, some people not might not want to hear this. Maybe trading's not for you. I didn't want to hear when I heard maybe rapping's not for me. It didn't matter. I was meeting great connections and I was doing stuff. However, hey, that's not what the father wanted me to do and to utilize my trumpet for. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love to rap, and the reason I say that, that's why you hear studies people's failures. Why? Because you will see the road to that wealth ability. Why? Because they kept trying things. It's not that they suck at this. It's just, hey, you're really passionate, and we can use this passion for something else, right? And you're gonna be so much better at maybe producing some music, or maybe educating the mindset, or maybe folding clothes, whatever the case may be, right? Everybody has something. You know what I'm saying? You just have to hone into it and you have to actually give yourself time, right? So as I was saying, back testing, you can back test and go up here and like, yo, how many trades does this person really miss? He puts out normally like anywhere between 30 to 50 trades a month and loses like 7 or 5. I know everybody that's in this Discord. I'm a full-time trader, whether they have a job or not. It's my job to make sure that you guys are profitable as well, to be having a stage to be able to help other families. If not, the responsibility falls on me. Because if I know that you're not profitable, how are you going to make someone else profitable? And that can start an argument in your household. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? You get condemned for the sin when you know. Maybe the next person doesn't know. That doesn't mean anything just because they're not going to get condemned for that sin the way that you are. Look at your own grass. Look at your own plate, right? So now let's go ahead and travel over to, well, before I travel over to her, you can back test here and you can also see 65. Now it's at 90. That's 38%. And he tells you everything. Like, look, new alert. That's how it comes out. When you know it's a new alert, that's what it's going to look like. Buy NUE. And I guess this is the update right here. Buy NUE, expiration 8/23, call 149 call at what? $65. Now let me go ahead and help you. Maybe you just saw this and maybe it's not at $65, but it was up and it came back down. Now it's at 63, 60 bucks. You don't have to wait for that 65. If you see that he's already in the trade, why not go ahead and grab it? And he's also looking at swinging, right? Even though he's telling you it's a risky swing, whatever the case may be, stop is at 40. You know that you're gonna stop out at 40. You're gonna lose less money than he, even if it was at 38. You know what? all right, let me go ahead and grab these. Let me go ahead and take the risk. I'm not telling you to go ahead and look at the charts. There's no reason to look at the charts when you're taking one of these analyst trades. There's no reason. What is that going to do? Understand, taking a screenshot, anything is now potentially helping you lose profits, right? So that's why years ago I was telling people, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Why? Because I'm truly trying to help the individual cultivate what they're doing. However, you still want to put the profits out, because that I'll talk about later. It'll help you in your journey if you know how to go back to that and, just revamp yourself on a bad day, regardless of the fact. Right? Everything on here is literally right there for you, letting you know risky swing. And even when you see risky, right? I'm not talking for him or anything of that nature. I'm just speaking from an analyst perspective. Anytime I wrote risky, those are my emotions. I'm not 100% that this is gonna go up. Maybe I'm like 70%. I'm seeing this bull flag, but now I'm seeing this bear flag on a different time frame. I'm like, I don't know. Let me stop playing around with these time frames. Let me stay focused right here. I see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? So things of that nature. It's just like when you get in a trade. I can't sit here and lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Am I nervous when I get in a trade? Absolutely not. But do I have that thought that's like, yo, what if this goes wrong? Absolutely. I just don't focus there, right? I don't worry about that. I start to focus, right? Because focus and worrying are literally the same thing. It's just doing one in one side, doing another in another side, right? Um, so you can back test all this, right? As I was mentioning, boom, got in the swing. Now he's up. That's the same one, right? And that's what it looks like. Signals, and he's just saying good morning since it was a brand new day, or it'd be an update, right? McDonald's update, right? Let's see. This is a menorah, right? So this is an update too. So you see all of these are updates, but McDonald's, they bought it at $68, right? That was the strike price, right? Is MCD 823 expiration, trim price, right? Hey guys, I'm trimming right now at 154. Full circle, we're at 126% from buying these at $68, right? So he had more updates on there. So obviously he's up 180%. Y'all know my swings take more profits and runners. Literally letting you know that. Like, we're gonna take more profits and things. And you can scroll up here and you will see where he barely misses, just like Moody, just like Zay, right? So if we come over here to Ava, she's gonna be a little bit more different. However, it's gonna be the same thing, right? She's gonna let you know if she's updating something from a swing, right? Even letting you know end of the day, right? EOD stands for end of the day, might be an end of the day swing. You know what I'm saying? And taking some more profits out of that. Letting you know this one, just let's go ahead and open this one, right? Letting you know that this is open. Hey, we're buying to open. BTO means buy to open, right? Netflix, $700 call, 913 at point 40. Lotto, end of day, looking for in the money, looking for it to go in the money, $40. You know what I'm saying? Giving you updates, letting you know, hey, Netflix on a 5-minute chart took it on the pullback on the 9 EMA, letting you see her charts and everything. Saw the flow hitting $700 call, 0 DTE, 705 and 710 for next week. 927 also. Come on now. She's letting you know how everything is playing out, right? Letting you know if she's going to close the position, whether it worked or didn't. Obviously, we know it worked. It was a banger. Why? Because she bought it at 40. So she doubled her money because it came to 80 for her, right? Boom, update. Thank you, my believers. We did it. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, she's always putting stuff out. She gives you her updates, right? On her weekly trades, right? Look at Tesla. She put it out at 229. That one was a loss, but 34%. We're not scared to talk about our losers at 149. She didn't let that stop her. Everything else was green. 40% on SMCI, Costco, SPX, right? And some of these are cheap. Some of these are a little more expensive. Some of these, maybe you was able to get into them, maybe you weren't. That's why we have different analysts so that you can understand, right? on why you want to choose a certain analyst and why you want to work with them maybe for a week. Let me see how this person was. And that's going to bring about a certain discipline to you. Why? What kind of discipline? Hey, now I don't feel like I'm all over the place. Now I don't feel like I just have to run into this market and go try to find a trade or anything of that nature. The plays are right here. That's all I have to do. And I know that if I'm trading on my own, to have a separate account, so the days that I'm red or I go through something, I can look at this account and say, hey, this is who I am going to be because I'm the one placing these trades. Now, all I need to do is gain that discipline that you have. And I'm gaining it by saying maybe I'm only taking Didi's trades and Zay's trades, or maybe I'm taking Ava and Zay's trades, or maybe I'm taking Didi trades and Ava's trades, right? When it comes to Moody, right, I'm mostly in the coaching program. However, I'm in the full access as well. I'm mostly live, right? So I'm going to be letting you know what the market is doing. You know what I'm saying? Majority of everybody knows if I put out a play, it will always, if you just see a chart, that is not a play. Read what I'm saying. I'm updating you on something. When I put out a play, it's always going to say white lines, entry points for calls or puts. Above is for the calls, below is for the puts. Wherever you see the price action, it's going to be green at the top for you to be able to take TP levels, whichever ones you would like, and TP levels for the red for the put side, right? If you see a blue line, you know that that's going to be market structure. Anything above that is going to go up. Anything below that is going to go down. And you can always ask any question that you may want, right? However, that's just becoming profitable, right? That's not, hey, let me show up to the classes. You can show up to the classes. You have the schedules, right? The classes are for you to be able to come on to and learn what you want to learn. However, to also engage in, hey, Moody, I went through this on this last trade. Hey, what did you think about this on this last trade? Why? Because you have a expert on the charts. Go ahead and take advantage. Any expert I know that's I'm around, I'm going to be picking at that brain. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, I went through this circumstance in this situation. How did you experience it? And what did you see? Right? Because I understand that my perspective is my perspective. However, I can hone into your perspective, right? Flip it upside down and see the whole entire puzzle so much more clear, where it's just like, oh, okay, I see it now. Right. Um, it's just only one question right now. I'm gonna go in there in a second. Right. Then you have your educational tab. Whereas if you need to learn the vocabulary, you can learn the vocabulary, whether it's option, crypto, and things of that nature. Right. You got the psychological parts of trading. Right. You also have the Zoom recordings for the people that do not know how to trade. For the people that do not know how to trade, you could be getting on the classes, right? You're gonna have a class every month, every Sunday, every Monday, right? There's gonna be more classes coming, right? Not only that, you have live classes. Not only does BW live trades, but he does his class live and educates live. And if he likes something, he gets into the trade. There's people that just get on his lives and take his analysis and make money. You can see them in the profits tab doing what they're just tagging him or whatever the case may be, right? We could go into the profits tab. You want to know if it's profitable or not? Just look at one day from another day and just count up the profits that everybody's making. That's what the Discord has made collectively. You know what I'm saying? And that can be you. However, it can be you with you saying, you know what? Starting today or maybe next week, because I want to get myself into this situation, I am not taking my own trades anymore. And if I do, I am separating this account and I may play with $300, right? Let's just say I got $1,500. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself 200 since I learned the new strategy. I'm gonna put 1,000 over here. I'm gonna allow y'all to grow this account. And whenever I have FOMO, whenever I have FOMO, I'm gonna go paper trade, right? So you don't freaking lose anything. And even if you make something, it's not about, oh man, I could have been. No, discipline yourself. What happened? How was the market behaving? Not just this. How did it behave the whole entire day? And then at this time, this happened. And it's not about the time, it's just about, I'm just saying time around this structure, this happened, right? Around these levels and things of that nature. The market will start to reward you and show you and give you things, right? So you can come into the Zoom recordings, and what I tell you is scroll all the way up. Now, if I got the time, because I've done it before, I finally get up there, you will see the gems where it's like you can literally learn how to trade from the beginning, right? I'm someone, if I can tell you The tweeze at bottom creates the morning star. The morning star creates the cup and handle. If you're in the cup and handle, that means you're in the inverted head and shoulders. And if you're in the inverted shoulders and cup and handle, that means that you're in the last pattern, which is the bull flag breakout. I know I said that kind of pretty fast. However, if I can literally start you from what what happens in the market to what it creates and things of that nature, why wouldn't you want to learn from that person? Why do I say that? Because if you scroll all the way up, that's how I teach. I don't teach in a way where, oh, well, let me show you this strategy. Scroll all the way up. Look, I'm almost there. I'm gonna just stop right here and make y'all go do it. You know what I'm saying? Turned into a Morningstar review, how to trade it. This class is fire for real though. What was this? A spinning top Q&A Morningstar breakdown. Spinning top Q&A Morningstar breakdown. They couldn't get it that day because they couldn't tell me the entry point. So guess what? We ran the class again. Nope, y'all about to learn about this Morningstar again because y'all can't recite this to me. You know what I'm saying? How to find the top and bottom members requests, SPY overview, gems, how to see support and resistance with price action. Trust me, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes of pure love and gems, right? Evening star breakdown and how to trade it. Everything is here. These are the setups that you guys are looking for, right? The things are here. Tweezer bottom, bullish reversal. Moody, how do you trade this? The class is right there. Regardless of the fact that I'm going to continue to do different classes like it and better classes, the information is right here. Literally. First class, options trading part one. Part one. I literally just did a one-on-one mentorship, but literally part one, part two. This is free on my YouTube. Options chain and agrees breakdown. Right? So you could come into these classes as well as going to the Zoom recordings and literally find any class that you want. Give yourself grace. Say, hey, let me go ahead and carve 10 minutes real quick. I know this is not going to take long. Let me just scroll all the way up. Let me see what classes this dude has and that the team has. Oh, wow. They have future classes. Moody has, if you keep scrolling through here, I have a class on how to get set up with futures. Literally in here, even though I'm gonna do another free class and things of that nature. There goes another one. I think no, not that one. Raj did one too. But all you have to do is scroll through here and you will see it. I seen it the other day because I was showing someone. However, look, market structure class. A lot of people want to learn about market. It's right there. Literally. You know what I'm saying? What is discipline? Short mindset class. I would literally go, what? What is discipline? A short mindset class? Let me go ahead and get that. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I would say about that. You have plenty of educational channels with ebooks, over 500 ebooks that you can find in here. Of course, reading materials for your mindset and things of that nature. Inspirational channel where you can see my growth or anybody else's growth or anything that we talk about in there. Um, do 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 members request, right? Setbacks and wisdom. Most people are in the profits. You could come in here when you have a loss and talk about your loss in here. I'm more than positive we'll come back and help you. You could come and see my losses in here. You could see when I've taken losses and recovered the losses and told everybody somewhere up here. And I told everybody now, come watch me make it back. Look, it's literally right here. Don't be shy. Literally lost $1,100 and told everybody, come watch me make it back trade by trade. You can literally look at the timestamps and see me trading it and telling people, all right, I'm going to take another one. All right, I'm going to take another one until I got myself back where I needed to be. Right. And you come into the crypto section. Blockchain Babe is always putting out some type of play or anything. Right. Let's look right there, 93%, 72%. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know when she's getting in. She's already telling you the other day, that was the past day, going long on HNT. You know what I'm saying? You got a crypto chat here just to communicate with anybody that you want to communicate. You got a business side of the Discord where it's like, hey, you want to learn how to get funded for your business? Maybe you wanted to open up a music studio. I don't know what you want. Maybe you wanted to open up a bookstore. Well, hey, you actually can, and you should come learn and talk to someone that can tell you where it's like, hey, when we open up businesses, we don't use our own money. We go get funded by the bank and they fund our business. There's no reason for you to utilize your own money. there's just so many different ways of going about certain things. However, if you don't have the right proper information, you got to go through your own experience. And that's why it's best to be around a mentor, a coach. I pay for my own mentors. I pay for my own coach. I pay for my own therapist. Why? Because I know how valuable information is. And I know when I was at the point where it's like, I ain't paying for that. Like, why this person don't tell me that? And that's why, Moody, you was stuck where you was stuck at until I say, you know what? Hold on. Let me pay for this. And how do I utilize this? Let me apply this now. Let me ask you a question on how I apply this. Okay, no, I'm getting this. Okay, wow, this actually did something for me. You know what I'm saying? You got the coaching side. We ain't gonna get into that. However, yeah, and that's how you become profitable in the Discord. How do you become profitable in the Discord? By controlling yourself and say, hey, I love to trade. I love to make money. But guess what? I'm not jumping in this market. It's been a year. It's been 6 months. It's been 2 years. I'm not profitable. Yeah, I made profits before, but I'm not profitable. I'm going to listen to Moody because Moody is actually giving me his word and telling me that if I do this for at least 2 weeks, I'll see it. However, if I do it for at least 1 month to 2 months, you're going to be profitable. I know you guys probably been in different discords or in other discords that I've been in, and it probably hasn't been like that. However, I am the leader to this group. Sometimes I don't like to say that because I don't like to put a spotlight on me. However, it's my job and my responsibility to make sure that you guys become profitable and that people in here that are trading are profitable traders, just like I am. You don't need to be a full-time trader, right? Not everybody desires to be a full-time trader. Granted, my brother started with 5 grand and is up 75 grand. Well, he's way past that now. You know what I'm saying? Trading with DD trades alone. He annoys me because I've been wanting to teach him how to trade and he doesn't want to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I've not only with my brother, I've done this with mentees in the coaching program with different people where it's like, okay, they figured it out that it's them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if the alert came late, don't worry about it. If it's still around the same price and you see that it's still early to be able to get in, go ahead and get in. You know what I'm saying? You can tag the analysts and things of that nature. One thing that I'm going to let you guys know, the chat with Moody, the chat with Zay, the chat with BW, and possibly even the chat with Blockchain Babe is going to go away, right? And we're turning those channels into chat, not chat, however, homework with that analyst. So it'll be homework with Moody, homework with BW, homework with Zay, where we will start to provide Q&A, not Q&A, but questionnaires, not only questionnaires, polls on like, go ahead and find me a bull flag, on this time frame, that time frame. And we'll correct everybody that's doing it correct and even give you gems and ideas on like how you could have found the support and resistance a little bit better and things of that nature. Where now it helps the communication better, right? It's not to say that you guys don't know what to do. It's just sometimes like, yeah, you know what? I actually want to ask me this question, but it's like, I don't know if I want to, stuff like that. However, if we're now giving you guys that homework, you guys are more inclined to like, you know what, Moody, I actually can't find a cup and handle. It's been some time, man. I thank you for putting that out. Or Zay, thank you for putting that out because I've been really trying to understand support and resistance and especially how you swing, whatever the case may be, right? And what we're gonna do is utilize the general chat more. Whereas if you want to chat with us, if you need a question, if you need chart questions, if you need us to chart for you, if you need some type of analysis, whatever the case may be, we'll be inside of the general chat, right? Not the all access chat, the general chat, right? Because if certain people ask me certain questions in the all access chat, I'm gonna just be honest. Um, I'm gonna provide information. However, you can come into the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I am transitioning from not being that nice guy. So I know some people are gonna end up hating me. However, that's up to them. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have been able to see the transition ever since I've opened the door to my house and said, hey, look, this is who I am. This is how much money I'm making and things of that nature, right? So that door is now closing for anybody that didn't have faith. Guess what? Hit that button. For everybody that showed me love and has been around, peace and love to you guys. Certain people will be getting their own little, you know what I'm saying? That I ain't about to talk, Tina. Tell them don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not because she be showing me love and saying words about it. It has nothing to do with that. It has all to do with her and the person she around and how beautiful they are and their character and how honest those people are, right? And there's plenty of others that are like that as well. However, I'm just saying that because I don't want people to feel, oh well, Moody's not showing his love. Man, I didn't ask them to show me that abundance of love. They did that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't, hey, can I come in free? They ain't do none of that. No, Moody just want to see you do great, man. You're such a great person. And that feels good to me for someone to be able to see that and acknowledge it. So you got to be able to acknowledge that back. If y'all got any questions, feel free to drop it. I really don't have much more to like add on to like the class on like, you know, becoming profitable. Becoming profitable is literally you stopping stop trading on your own and trade with us. It's okay to say, hey Moody, how do I go about this now? Who do I follow? Okay, cool. Let's get on a one-on-one session. This is the kind of person you are. All right, cool. Boom. Go ahead and follow this person. Here, you can even follow about two of those analysts. Since let's say Zay's not putting out a lot of trades, go ahead and take Zay's trades and Didi's trades. Those are the only two people that you're looking at. And then you have the availability to get on live trading with Moody or either passive. Get some money with them. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't see them no more, that's it. There's no trading. There's no trading for you. Now, if you want to trade, you pull up your other account. You know what I'm saying? And you trade there. And you're always gonna remember. You're gonna start talking to yourself because you're gonna be like, "Dang man, I just gave back that." But then you're gonna look at that account like, "I ain't giving back nothing. What y'all talking about?" You know what I'm saying? That was cool. I'm gonna make that right back tomorrow. Fuck around, let Zay put out a place here. We'll burn y'all asses. Good part. You know what I'm saying? So, love, Tina. Love, Tina. Peace and love, everybody. But yeah, if y'all got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat or unmute yourself. And we'll be getting to how to start with futures with as little as $16 and becoming profitable from taking money out this market, right? Once we start making money in futures, we're not, oh, well, let's make some more money. No, how are we going to get this payout? Let's go ahead and strategize, right? I don't care if you just made 3,000 in the course of that week. All right, let's figure out what's the strategy that we're about to take because it could have just been $3,000. Well, guess what? That's the max payout on the 3,500 is the max payout on the biggest account. You may not have the biggest account. Let's go ahead and cash that out. That's the game plan, right? If you just started with $16 and then had to pay 105, let's just say $50 and then had to pay 105 to keep the account right live and open, so you'd be able to trade and take some money out of it. That was only $150. Now you just got, let's just say, a $2,000 cash out. You're the one that's winning. I don't give a fuck if you blow that account or not. Bet you will do it again. That's the game, is how do I cash out and get this money for myself and be able to compound the interest? Okay, now I'm at a point where I'm not blowing the accounts. All right, how do I continue to get this payout? You know what I'm saying? Because what I tell people is if I could teach you how to trade and help you make 40 to 70 grand a year trading, you'll leave your job. Whether your job is paying you that or less. It's the same shit. You just have more time on your hands. Just don't go running back trading. Just because you made 3, 4 grand, that's what people don't understand. They made 3, 4 grand. It's not even an hour into the market being open and they're, oh, well, another trade. It doesn't matter if you took a loss and you made it back. Like, chill out. Tomorrow's another day. See how that feels to make good money and just, bruh, closed it. Done. Do it again the next, closed it, done. Next day, oh, took a loss, closed it, done. Next day, wow, that I don't even feel like that no more. One, closed it. You will start to become more disciplined in the things that you do, right? Successful traders do not trade every single day. Now, if you're a scalper, that's completely different. A scalper's not going to be trading all day. He'll trade throughout the day, but he's not going to be trading all day. I had to learn that myself, right? So with that being said, I'm seeing that people don't have a question. Let me see. Tina said they all have great styles. I love how Ava breaks everything down and gives the gems. Facts. Appreciate that. No, absolutely. Everybody does have their own styles. My bad. I didn't even speak on BW. BW, right? You go to BWs, and BW is always going to be putting out his analysis when it comes to NQ, when it comes to the futures market, right? Because that's the market that he's normally always in, right? He's still in the option market as well. However, he's going to give you his analysis. He's going to let you know before he's getting in the trade, and he's all in his channel. So you may not even see the profits that he's making every single day because he's staying in his channel and letting you know, I'm in now. I'm making $300. Oh, we're making $700. Okay, I'm completely out of the trade. Most people won't be able to even see that what if you're not subscribed, you know what I'm saying? um and things of that nature. And that's why we have people that come into the Discord, they're like, man, how can we like get people to find out about this person or that person, you know? And it's just because everybody also on the team is not looking for clout, is not looking for, you know, we just really want to help people, right? And continue to trade is what we love to do, right? Breezy says sitting on your hands is a skill to every is a skill to everyone. Facts. How do you feel about supply and demand? Um, Supply and demand is like support and resistance. However, I like to find supply and demand on higher time frames. Support and resistance is found on any time frame, higher to smaller time frame. It just depends on how you're going about the trade, right? Whether you're trying to scalp it, right? You're gonna want to go to a small time frame and find a whole bunch of support and resistance. Whether you're trying to day trade it, right? Your support and resistance that have bigger ranges, and things of that nature, right? Because support and resistance is nothing but the body of the candle, the bottom of the body of the candlestick, and the top of the body of the candlestick. Um, so, you know, supply and demand, always remember this, right? You know how you can go to a smaller time frame and you can see where like the support and resistance, where it's like, yo, it's supporting right here, keeps bouncing from there, keeps rejecting from there. That's not supply and demand, right? If one wants to look at it like that and say supply and demand on a smaller time frame, yeah, well, you know, I can understand it because it correlates with support and resistance. However, supply and demand is going to be, you know, you could go to a higher time frame and see a range from a range where it's like, yo, this stock is not able to pass this $20 or this $37 range, and it continues to trade in this range. And I'm now on a weekly chart and see it's been here for a few months, or it could have been here for like about 6 months or something of that nature, right? So supply and demand is where price is not fairly bouncing, however, is being bought up at, right? Whenever it gets to that level. And we can see that on the charts a lot. We can even see that on an hourly chart where certain people start to get faked out of their trades. Um, whether they think the RSI is going to fall down or it's like we're too overextended and it just comes down to another support and just kicks up even higher. And you know, those things are mostly seen on a bigger time frame. Hopefully I didn't confuse anybody. Respect. I love how you view multiple perspective with every question. Appreciate it. Yeah, because it's not just about my perspective. I rather always hear someone else's opinion. And the reason why is because your opinion changes based on what someone else says, right? For instance, once you get on Facebook, you could have been thinking whatever you was thinking about. Now that you start scrolling and reading some of whatever's been posted, your mind starts to get subjective where you read what you read, you're not saying nothing out loud, but now you had a whole conversation in your head where like, man, that person's crazy. I would never do that, and da, 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 you know, and going through a judgment thing. So what I realized is when you're a definite person in your thoughts, you're going to know what you want to do regardless of the fact. However, if you're also a growth person, you're going to want to hear out everybody else because you know for a fact that everybody's going to say something that you're going to be able to take from that, still say what you wanted to say, see your views, but your views are now going to be more crystallized, right? Because you're also valuing what's around the room. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's very important. It doesn't matter about someone's success. It all values about it all matters on how the person values something, right? Whether it's a bottle of water, whether it's another human, things of that nature. It's just like I'm wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm rich as fuck. I don't. I used to be scared to say that shit. um, However, I still see that I don't change. Whereas, like, I don't mind to help someone else. Why? Because I know that money doesn't make you. You know what I'm saying? It's your character. It's the person that you are. It's what you're willing to pour in and do for another, and also do for yourself. And people with money, they actually lonely as fuck. You know, I have a lot of friends like with money and stuff like that, and I see how they look at me. You know what I'm saying? I may not say anything to them. However, I see how they look at me and see my family and things of that nature. And it all has to do from our upbringing, like my wife's upbringing. You know, my wife was able to help me a lot because her upbringing is from is not two households for both parents, right? She's valuable to have her mother and her father. She doesn't have a dad, you know what I'm saying? She has a father. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a woman that loves her father so much, however, has a certain amount of respect and fear for the man, where you don't see the fear, you see the fear and respect, right? And that's something I want to be able to implement into my children. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not like I'll share something that I understand about like my wife. It's not what her father does for her, is what he's done and instilled inside of her. The woman that he helped create. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about her. And she's helped me in that instance. Why? Because I wasn't raised with a dad or a father. I was raised by women, right? So that's why a lot of you women like you know what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to talk about it. However, that taught me where it's like, oh, okay, see that now y'all understand why I have a loving heart, why I do for others. You know what I'm saying? And certain people look at me as an asshole when I'm stern. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. It's like, oh, fuck you. I don't care. You see how I talk? It's like, I don't care. I do care. I care about, you know what I'm saying, the members and things of that nature, but I'm not gonna change who I am. The fuck, kick rocks, kick the I'll unsubscribe your fucking ass. I don't care because it's not about that. It's not about subscribers. It's not about none of that. It's about lives that you're changing. If anybody knows me, I'd rather teach you about God than the motherfucking charts any day. Any day. The Father just gave me a skill to be able to teach you about Him too. And that's what's so beautiful about it. You know what I'm saying? However, um, yeah, man, trust me. Ask about dang you hear about me in like little small rooms, like you know what I'm saying, people talking probably bad, like he unsubscribed me before, or he did this before, or he did, because it's not like that with me. You know what I'm saying, say something crazy to me. See if I don't kick you out. I will even refund you just in case you even try to say something bad about me. Like screenshot, what do you mean? I gave you your money. I don't need to steal. It's no need for me to steal. You know what I'm saying? So I try to teach people that as well, where it's like, don't change who you are. You know what I'm saying? As much as you like me because I'm this kind of individual, you also like me because I'm thorough. I'm very, very thorough. I'm the type to allow you to think that you're walking all over me and then just flip the page and be like, golly, didn't you still didn't read your Bible? You still don't know what it is to walk with Christ. Don't Christ say love you? You don't get angry at things. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm so great when it comes to trading, because I don't get angry at the chart. I used to in the beginning. I used to get so freaking angry. Like, fuck, I messed this up or this, that. And I started to understand where it's like, dang, I can't let that go. Where it's like I just became, even if I lost, okay, okay. I like that. I'm gonna do that next. What you just did to me, I'm gonna do that next. We gonna be petty. You know what I'm saying? I get a good relationship with her. And then another thing about me is that I trade the same thing over and over and over. So that's why I get such a high probability, right? I'm not like, oh shoot, AMD's moving. You know what I'm saying? I hear people talk about something moving. I really don't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like, yeah, that's why I could get the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't reached a certain amount of capital, you'll be so quick to run and throw capital at something. When you reach a certain amount of capital, I remember what it felt like now. Nah, I'm cool. I think I'm cool with the burgers today. I don't want McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So you'll learn all of that. I'm in talks with Dr. Harmon, developing something great for you guys. So I definitely want her to be in the Discord. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have. She's expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have her 2 days out of the week for 4 weeks at a time. I could possibly do one day out of the week for an hour. Um, so we're gonna see. However, I know that this is something that that everybody truly needs, and to be able to just talk to someone when it comes to financial literacy, financial wealth, and just developing a healthy mindset. Um, I call her my Wendy because she keeps me on point. Her son is a trader. She's a I think I exposed it, but like she's a celebrity trader. I said celebrity trader. She's a celebrity therapist. And she's not just a therapist, she's really a life coach. It's just her degrees, she got certified and got her degree in that too. So why wouldn't you utilize that? However, what she is she's a mindset and a a life coach. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would literally, pick her brain, ask her whatever. She's such a sweetheart. Um, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I said it wouldn't be a long class. It's shorter than an hour. And then the last 20 minutes I just been talking. Um, Breezy said, "You just explained to me why I am the way I am, laughing out loud, crazy man." What you mean by that? She called me crazy man. You a crazy man. What you mean by that? How I explained you to you? You gotta talk to me about that one. Let me stop the recording.